Erosion of excellence.
Erosion of excellence. So I don't have notes, so I'm going to try to do some of this from memory. Yeah, so I see it from earlier.
You said that whole first part by memory, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, too.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed.
So the erosion of excellence, I'll probably butcher what I wrote there, but basically the premise of that is that, like I was talking about before we started the show, is, this theme. Oh, good. There's our drinks.
We have a special guest, everyone.
Special guest. He hasn't made it onto the podcast
you have 3?
yet. Don't trip over the wires back there. Oh, look at that. This is awesome.
Wow. A delivery on set.
First class service, making everybody jealous. This is a hot chocolate made with Breve.
Made with Breve.
Fancy like that.
A barista.
Thank you. Do you wanna say anything to the pod? To the listeners?
So that's my son that I always reference on the podcast, Adrian.
He'll be on at some point.
Yeah.
Leaves and
runs out the door.
All right. Well, erosion. So we have this set. It's been going for 14 weeks or something. In fact, by the time this airs, I think we're going to be getting ready to tear it down. So we're about to tear it down here in a couple weeks. So
feels like it goes so fast.
It
does, yeah. And it's a lot of work. I mean, we have a whole playground over there and slides and climbing
I'm sure
wall.
we've talked about this, but are you not telling anyone what the next theme is? Is it a secret?
Yeah, that's a secret still.
Wait, I don't know what the next theme is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either.
Oh. I was about to
He'll tell us off air.
Yeah. So anyway, but what happens is things like, the school uses the playground and stuff too. And so it gets a lot of use and it gets wear and tear. And so Brother Miles and I talked about this just recently, but it's, if you maintain it and stay up on it, then it's not nearly as much work as it would be now to fix it. So that's kind of our disaster, I guess, behind the scenes. But the erosion of excellence that in that context, I guess, is where when you when you first do it, when you first start, the details are so important. You're like, oh, it's got to be, no, that's wrinkled right there, like the backdrop or something. It's got to be just perfect. And then what happens is it erodes, and that attention to detail erodes because you move on to other things or whatever. And even if you maintain it, sometimes it's not to the same level, or concern. And so that's kind of the general premise, I guess, of this whole concept is, the erosion of excellence, because we want to have excellence.
Right.
Well, what I feel is what begins as a minor compromise and effort often cascades into a pattern of mediocrity that affects every aspect of our ministry.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's like the small cracks in a foundation that seemingly insignificant choices.
Yes.
These seemingly insignificant choices to give less than our best eventually threaten the entire structure, of our work and
like
our
witness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking that as well.
Very eloquent.
Sorry, I stumbled. There was a typo. I was confused.
A typo in your notes?
Yeah. Just in my brain coming up with that.